inside and outside, but even to decorate ourselves, which is so fun. But we have what we call prayer bracelets. In fact, if you have these from, before now, give us a call on our testimonial line, 1-800-395-1601. We would love to know what you have done with them. And you are going to actually get a set of 3 for $27.74. So that is a really reasonable price. They are stretch bracelets, but we even offer them in the sizes of average and large. And by the way, again, if you're getting 3 bracelets. If you want to actually put it on a Q card, you can get 3 easy payments as well. Absolutely. But we also take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover Card. Walk us through the colors of what we have to choose from.
The colors are so beautiful that we have today, and I know you've been really enjoying the colors this spring. Here's that pretty blue, and you'll see that each and every bracelet is different and unique in its beautiful faceting and treatment, so you can wear them together if you want to. And each one comes with its own little heart-shaped prayer box that opens up. You can see there's the little clasp on the side. So there's the blue, next to it is the pink, and this is a beautiful, soft, kind of a deep blush pink. And again, you'll see how the beautiful bead and treatment, they're all unique. The green, brand new today. Look at this beautiful green, how stunning that is. And a gorgeous combination of the silver in all of these, silver and the color, silver tone and the color. And they're those beautifully embellished prayer boxes. Here is your pearl. And then last, but and how pretty is that? I love wearing my pearls.
I do too.
There's something about pearls. And then down here, you'll see, here are both sizes. We have the average.
Pewter?
And the large. And this is the pewter tone, which is very, very neutral. The pewter and the pearl, obviously being the most neutral in the choices. If you're a color girl and you love green or blue or pink, we have those today too.
Green is brand new today, but blue is the most limited. So if you want that blue, don't waste time. And here's the other part. They each come in their own little bag, little beautiful gift bag, and they each come with a little card describing what the prayer is all about and what prayer box is about. Explain that to us.
Yes, the little card, we've actually added this a couple of orders ago because so many of you wanted the passage of scripture that I've shared with you on air. And so it's included with each and every bracelet. It's a passage from Philippians found in the Bible, the book of Philippians, chapter 4, 6, and 7. And it's a passage of scripture that I committed to memory in college. And it talks about prayer. It says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God your needs, which is what prayer is, conversation with God. Tell God your needs and don't forget to thank Him for His answers. If you do this, and here's the wonderful promise, if you do this, you will experience God's peace, which is far more wonderful than the human mind can understand. His peace will keep your hearts and your thoughts quiet and at rest as you trust in Him. That passage has been such a wonderful promise.
Absolutely.
You know, we all have those passages of scripture that have been real moorings for us in our life that we go to again and again. And I love that what our prayer box bracelets are is a visual prompt to pray.
Right,
but it was
a reminder.
A reminder, but it was also important that we gave you 3, not 1, because you're going to wear one and share 2, because these are the kinds of bracelets that you want to share with the special people in your life, your mother, your sister, maybe you're in a Bible study or a fellowship or a prayer group, and come May, you're going to want to send a little something home with everybody in that group.
I love that.
This is our order for the spring that you will have if you're wanting to do that at the end of the
And that's the whole thing. It's a lot of times we have to wait months to get these back in. I love this little prayer box. And if you really want to, you can actually open that up. And especially now with computers and such, you can actually take a little tiny, you could put it in a small font and you could cut a little piece of, like maybe it's got a name on it.
And roll it up.
And roll it up, or even just stick that name in there and then pop it down, and then it actually closes with like a jewelry figure 8 clasp that locks onto the little bead, and now you know what's in there. You know what I think would be fun is to buy a couple of sets and maybe you make one with each of the gals' names, but then they have to pick one, and then that's the person they're going to pray for the next month or something like that. It would just be, it's one of these pieces that who doesn't love to wear these? They're gorgeous. Look at this. I put on the 3 right here, and that's the pearl one. And you can see how beautiful. But if you buy a couple of different sets, maybe you even buy 2 or 3 colors, and then now you can mix and match. Maybe you keep 3 and you're going to be praying for, 3 or 4 kids or grandkids or whatever, but then give them to those other people that you really trust with your specific needs. And I think that's what's really critical. This, to me, we need that. We need the reminder. We do. Because life is so noisy and constantly bombarding us with all this stuff. And just to stop and say, I just have to be still for a few minutes.
Well, and I love wearing it with my watch, because when I look at my watch, I see my prayer bracelet. What time is it? Oh, that's easy.
Time to pray.
It's time to pray. It is time to pray. Prayer changes things. Prayer is conversation with God, and I love being able to say to a dear sister, I'll be praying for you. And invariably, if I wear 2 of these on a day, at the end of the day, one is gone because I have given it to someone else.
That's a great
as a promise and a commitment that I will be faithful to pray with you and for you.
Here's the thing. We have waited a long time to get these back in. You're going to get all 3. So you'll get 3, and they're not really exactly alike. They're all 3 a little bit different, but you'll get all 3 in the pink for $27.74. You'll get all 3 in the blue. Again, they're coordinating but not matching. In the blue. Blue is the most limited. We have 150 left in the blue. In both sizes. We have average and large. Here's the green, brand new for the very first time. And that's your spring green once again. So very, very pretty. And then we have the pearls right here. And so look at how each one is different in what stones are next to what. And then again, like I said, we have average size, which is about a 7 1/4, and then we have the large size, which is about 8 inches. But I was going to tell you, just last Sunday I was listening to Charles Stanley, and he said there's only 3 answers that you get from prayer, from God. You get yes, or you get wait, or you get I've got a better idea.
I love that.
And I said, oh yeah, that is the truth, isn't it?
It is.
We think we've got the best ideas and we don't even have a clue. But that's the beauty of it, is that these are those beautiful bracelets that you can just use them as reminders, use them as gifts, and they come in those little wonderful bags.
I love that.
And the card.
And the card that has that wonderful passage from Philippians chapter 4, 6, and 7.
Oh, they're so pretty. I love those. It's almost Easter time. It's time to pass those out. This is really, truly a great time of year to have these, so don't miss them. In the meantime, we're gonna go out. Oh, we're gonna go to the big board first, and then we're going outside to show you things that can go outside.
Fun.
Well, we won't go really outside, only in our look-alike outside, because it's snowy and icy.
Want to go to Facebook?
Yes, please. Now, we've called this whole show House to Home. So you really have taught us how to take our house into a home.
Oh, and our whole new show title has come from you. And I thank you for that. Let's see what Deborah Ann is doing at her house. Oh, she has decorated. She's taken her cloches, her scenes under glass, and put in some bunnies. And she has her foiled egg tree. Love that.
That's
well
gorgeous.
done, Deborah Ann. Thank you. And her Easter wreath is on her front door. She is ready for spring. And her mantle.
Oh my gosh, look at this. This is the garland.
Bunny heaven.
Right there. She's got the little bunnies.
Cute.
All along. I think that one's chocolate right there.
And I love your little home, a little piece of heaven. I love that sign, Deborah Ann. Thank you for sharing all of your pictures.
Yeah, and go to Valerie's Facebook page.
Please.
Oh, how do they find it?
Valerie Parhill on Facebook. Very easy.
That's easy.
I'm easy to find.
And every time we do this show called House to Home, we'll share some of your pictures, so don't forget. We're going to take a real quick break. We'll be right back with some beautiful things for outdoors.
Looking for a little pick-me-up to get you through the week? Add a smile to your style during Chicks Night In. Kick back with us every week for